So if you're a high school student athlete in the last year of high school and you're thinking about playing university sports next year and you want to get a scholarship, in this video I'm going to explain to you everything you need to do and how to do it. So if you want to unlock those secrets, these are very valuable secrets to you, please subscribe to the video below and then you'll get to see how to get a scholarship. Let's go. So let's dive right into it. Now the first thing we have to understand if you're a senior or in the last year of your high school is you are extremely late in this process. However, it's not all doom and gloom. There's still ways you can still grab a scholarship, potentially a full ride, but most likely a partial. So you won't get everything paid for, you'll get something paid for, and you can always add to that and get a full ride later on. More of that to come. What you need to do is understand the problem and how to solve it. So the problem is you're late in the process. Okay, we know that. But how do we now solve that? Well, first you have to get coaches' attention. No coach can give you a scholarship if they don't know who you are. Now there's a couple ways to get attention. One is to email coaches, phone them, go to showcases, use agencies like ourselves to get coaches' attention. You need to do what is going to be the fastest way to get coaches' attention. And that's normally going to be from someone who knows a coach. So you want to have someone who knows a college coach, can call the coach and introduce you as fast as possible. See, the problem with emailing, phoning, or going to a showcase thing is you're just one of someone else. Now emails, these coaches get thousands a day, so you've really just got to be lucky you get seen. You've got to write that email correctly. If you just say, hey coach, I want a full ride scholarship, he's probably just going to go delete. So you want to make sure you put in that email good content that's going to get coaches' attention. And then you're going to want to make sure he sees it. If he doesn't, or he or she doesn't see that email, showcases can be good. It can get you exposure. If you're having a bad day though, it can go negatively in your favor. So it can be hit and miss depending on how you play and also how many athletes there are. Some of these showcases have as many as 20,000 students at them, so it's a lot. If you have someone who can actually call the coach on your behalf and recommend you, that puts you straight to the top of the list, gets the introduction done because you want to get from getting attention to an interview as fast as possible. You also have got to go and collect all your previous stats and information, videos you have from the previous 1 to 2, even 3 years before. So when coach does find you and you have that conversation with them, you can show them everything you've done. If you get to the point where coach gets your attention and then you have that interview and you don't have anything to really show, just like, yeah, this is what I am, who I am, what I've done, coach won't be very impressed. You want to create a resume of say 3 years of length of sports information to talk about and show coach why they should recruit you. So now you've got the attention, you've shown the coach your 3 years of your previous progression. You now want to get some idea and clarity of when that coach is going to make a scholarship offer. Here's one really important tip. Never ask the coach for the scholarship. Coach will just think you want a scholarship and that's it. Now coach knows you want a scholarship. Every coach knows that. So you've got to make a case why you're worth a scholarship. And that's basically by showing coach progression, being a professional with yourself, don't put any stupid pictures on Instagram, but also having a timeline coach saying, coach, look, honestly, when would you think you'll be making your final selection for your team? Because the worst thing for you guys in this position is not knowing when coach is going to make the offer. So you can ask coach, when are you looking to make your final decision to recruit people onto your team for next year? He'll probably say something like probably October, November the latest. So that way if you haven't got an offer by November, you're probably not on his first pick of the list. If you are talking to a coach though, this is really good. This is interest, but interest is just interest. Unless it's an offer, it's just interest. It's not an offer. That's where a lot of you guys get confused. So you want to have options. You don't want to just have all your eggs in one basket in one school. When you create that attention and get the coaches knowing you, you want to get at least 10 schools minimum if you're doing this on your own to give yourselves the most chance. If you're working with an agency, normally 3 to 5 is enough because they normally target, or definitely we do, we target the right schools. We know those schools, they definitely will make you offers. So you want to have options. If you don't have any options, you have no leverage, which means you have to take whatever you get. So if it's a bad scholarship, you're left with that. That's all you have. So really, the first key point is get attention, be prepared, have all your information stacked from 3 years in advance. It's when are you going to make your decision to basically pick who's going to be your team. As an agency, we can be a bit more pushy with coaches. We know them, they know we're not wasting their times. So we say to our own clients and the coaches, look, if you want this athlete, when are you making this offer? We need to know because we've got other schools interested. Coaches know, we know how to play the game. We know the rules of the game. We know what to do, what not to do. That's the advantage of using an agency like ASM, is we know how this all works. You don't have that luxury. You could learn it, but you have to have the confidence, you have to know each other coaches, what their budgets are. We know all this stuff. So it gives us a really big advantage. And especially if you're late in this process, we can really fast track that for you and get these schools in front of you and even tell you if that school you have even a hope. Because normally when you're this late in the process, a lot of these schools are already gone. Now they might be there for next year, you can do a gap year, but then you've really got to be progressive and start right now for next year and the year after to get in the door. There's also rules and regulations about when you can compete and can't compete. So there's only so much gap year you can take before it actually affects your eligibility. Again, more rules, there's actually like 500 rules plus. But keeping it simple, you need to get attention. Without attention, you have no hope in this game. You won't get recruited. If coaches don't know you, they can't flow you with the money. So you need to get the attention. So I hope this video helps. I could go on and on for days about this subject, but I want to try and keep a few simple points. If you're watching this and you want a scholarship, you want some free assistance and help to know if you actually even qualify, you can go to our website, asmscholarships.com, click on apply, you can fill in the information, my team will receive it, we'll give you a call, and we'll give you a free assessment and literally tell you where you could go, where you couldn't go, and what kind of scholarships you can get. Or if you don't qualify, we'll tell you why you don't qualify, and then you can work on that and come back to us later on. So guys, remember to subscribe, like this video, it's free, so that's all we ask for. It's just to help us out a little bit. And we appreciate it a lot because it helps us with the YouTube analytics. So take care and we'll see you in the next one.